Actually, was that a little counter footwork there, Emilio? There was, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm. Little either counter. No, I think he was just getting readjusted.
Just getting some space. Okay.
Maybe a slam. Maybe, get him outside, get one step out, and then get vertical.
Yeah. And now you see the double here, right? These guys are doing work over here, right? Same here, holding the point of attack. And then watch Jacobs here. They play it pretty good. Watch him set them up. This is what's crazy about Josh Jacobs. I love his patience. Watch this defender here. He's reading Josh Jacobs. Gets pulled completely inside, right? And then we're off to the races, bounce it out, bang.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, look at our boy Bo right here. Tim, you're going to love this. Watch Bo Melton. Get your little ass on the ground, boy. Boom.
Two guys.
Two guys. From behind there, right?
I love it.
Great job, man.
Yeah, Bo got in the way, seals the block and then finished off the second defender inadvertently. One, and I'll block you right into him. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And like you said, Josh Jacobs' patience as a ball carrier, right? Right here hitting the hole. Little stutter step. I'm out of there. I mean, we've seen guys that'll run right at that gap and the play's blown up. The patience and the ball carrier vision is what made that work.
Yeah. Bates with the Bo Lake. Let's go. I like that, Bates. That's smooth. And you saw Romeo on the sideline cam. You saw him pointing out, hey, Mark, you're taking him. I got this. He's running like this, just shooting the pistols in the air as he's running down the field.
Absolutely. Holy cow. You know what I think I just saw, boys? I could be wrong here. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Do we got Musgrave on this play? Let's watch. Where's Musgrave? Is that Musgrave right here?
Did you put some scratch on his name?
Yeah.
Watch him.
I don't know. Let me see.
Watch our boy. Finish. Get your ass on the ground. Let's go. Let's go, Luke.
Okay. Said I don't need you.
We saw him finish a block and we saw him run through an MFer's face. I like it. Tucker Kraft is having an impact on that tight end room, even though he's not available.
Stat I heard, Tim, it was like the Rams ran 43 plays. I think Greg Cosell was saying 43 plays and 13 personnel. Imagine this last game. Imagine if we get a 13 personnel. I mean, our offense isn't quite built like the Rams. We have a lot of wide receivers, but being able to get into a 12 or a 13 with two solid tight ends, we're moving.
Yeah,
I agree. I wish we had 3 tight ends. Do we have 3 tight ends?
Yeah.
Not this week. a little light in the loafers this week. So, again, Green Bay up 23-14 now after that Josh Jacobs touchdown. So here's where things fall apart. If I were to tell you Green Bay's leading by 2 scores, you won the middle 8, and the turnover differential is tied at 1. No, you're winning the turnover differential 1-0 at this point, right? If I were to tell you that at 12:55 left in the third quarter, you probably think, well, I really like our chances of winning this ballgame, right? So what happens? 1st and 10, Green Bay's up 23-14. There's 12:55 left in the third from your own 19-yard line.
I don't want to watch this. Do we have
come out on first down and you throw a shot play, right? It's like, all right, throw the throttle down. Now, if we hit it, we're going, Matt LaFleur's a psycho. I love it. Instead, it turns out to be an interception, right? So this is the interception play. So we got 12 ace, Dub Nasty, 21 fake, 84 leaks, T stab. All right. So with the 84 leaks, the 8 is a post. It's more of a skinny than a traditional post. So Scoot's just going to kind of get vertical and bend inside here. Okay. And then the 4 is going to be an X running a curl on this side. Okay. So that's your 84. And then with leaks, the tight ends are going to chip and leak in the flat, give a couple of check downs if you don't get what you want underneath. And then, of course, the T is just going to run a stab route and give you an underneath down here. So you've got 3 options, actually 4 options underneath, almost like a spacing concept on the right side. You got a flat on the left in case they overload right, and you're looking for single coverage on Scoot. So, again, I don't like the fact that we were overly aggressive and it essentially cost us the game. But the fact that you got Christian Watson one-on-one is exactly what you were looking for. So now it comes down to execution. There's the fake, right? And look, you've got Scoot sprinting down, and watch him run away from this defender too. If Jordan is able to put that ball where he's supposed to, he cooks Surtain. And we are talking today like, holy cow, Scoot just cooked the defensive player of the year, right? That's essentially what we're talking about. But instead, if you roll it back just a touch, watch the protection. There's somebody in his face already. Jordan has to step up, and then gets smacked in the face right there, right? And you see when he lets go of the ball, he's kind of squared up because he knows I got to short arm this thing just to get rid of it because the pressure's getting to him.
You could tell he was not even able to step into it. He really couldn't even step into that throw with the pressure.
Yeah, and it's hard to see because the camera's so far away. Surtain makes a great play, don't get me wrong, but Emilio, Christian's got to make a better adjustment on that ball too. You can't just continue to coast and then just I'm going to reach back and grab it. Like you got to know that defender's bearing down, right? And I know he's expecting the ball to be out in front of him and just run under it, but Jordan did what he could there, but with the lack of protection. Again, all these answers that we're coming up with, all these problems, these faults on offense, we keep going, offensive line, right? You got people blaming Jordan. You got people blaming Christian. Very few people are going, actually, it's the O-line is what went wrong on this play. That makes sense.
I don't need to say it. Y'all already know. Once we get Mr. Glove back, we'll be in good shape. But, yeah, he doesn't even have a well. I mean, the man goes to drop back in this pass. He's got dude crossing his face already. Belton gets cooked. Okay, let me get past him. Hopefully I got Kennard and Muskie over here that can hold it down for 2 seconds. And then on top of that, Banks let the dude slip all the way across behind the center. Like, where are we going with this? And Christian, we would have been on him if he went up there and played defense and didn't try to catch it, right? Everyone was getting mad at him at the beginning of the year for when he played defense and stopped the pick. All right, cool. So then he goes, all right, I'm going to catch the next ones. And then we're like, okay, Christian, why didn't you play defense there? So it's like everyone, you're never going to get a perfect answer. If Jordan steps into that, if Jordan has a second to step into it and Banks doesn't let him get cracked, that's 6. And we're up by 3 scores on the 11-2 Broncos, 10 minutes to go in the third.
Yep.
And Banks, this is bad technique. Look at his hands. Like it allows the defensive lineman to grab his wrist, essentially. Watch him just grab his wrist. It's like, what are we doing, Bob? And then he tries to grab the outside of the shoulder pads.
Dude, if he could have held him for another half a second and
we're talking about a 3-score lead. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the Packers blowing out the Denver Broncos.
And it's not like Jordan didn't get just like nudged here. I mean, he got stuck. He opens up, Tim. He opens up his whole chest and goes, "That's for 9," and gets a helmet to the ribs.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Clay. He was like full on squared. I mean, that's like he threw that ball like he was, a shortstop trying to turn 2 or something. You can't really get anything behind it.
Yeah. Definitely. And again, Surtain made a great play. I don't want to take anything away from that, but it's just gotten to the point, man, where, listen, I'm going to say it, and I hate to say it because there's still football left, but in my opinion, you got to move on from Banks next year. Yeah. Like, I'm to that point. And you guys know I've been patient with this all year. It's like, come on, he was hurt in training camp. He's trying to get his feet under him, this and that. This just hasn't worked, man. It's every week. Am I wrong? Does it not feel like every week? It's something. I think they said he gave up 6 pressures in this game. I believe 6. That's
do we just kick Sheed to left guard and put Jordan Morgan at left tackle? Call it a day.
I think what you're probably going to do is, I hate to say it, but you'll probably end up moving on from Elton. You'll probably, I don't know if they will. They'll probably keep Banks. If it were me, what I would do is go to Elton, ask for a restructure. If he don't want that, okay, I'm moving on from Elton. I'm moving on from Banks. I'm kicking Jordan Morgan to left tackle. And I'm probably taking another swing in free agency this year to try to shore up the offensive line and a couple of draft picks as well. You got to get this fixed. This is what beat us against Philly last year in the playoffs.
We talked about it. We talked about it all offseason.
Yeah, it's still a problem, man. Coach said he agrees with you there, Tim. Said, I don't hate that, Tim. So,
spitball in here.
Well, that's because, why not get your first rounder out there, right, Tim? Give him a shot.
And we know he's a left tackle, right? And obviously for Sheed being a 7th rounder, he's playing phenomenal football for a 7th round draft pick, but I don't think it would be in a pinch too much to ask Rashid to just kick inside to left guard and put Morgan out there at left tackle. But that would mean we've got even bigger problems than we already have on this O-line. I'm with you, Clay. I think when we start putting together our positions of need as we build our draft board, it's center and interior O-line. Right away.
And possibly left tackle, right, Tim? Like we don't know if Jordan Morgan's going to be a great left tackle. We're assuming it because that's his. They've been playing him at right tackle in practice all week.
That's true. So now we've never really seen him at left tackle at the NFL level,
right? So and you know what the problem? You've got a triangle with your guard center or your tackle center tackle, and both of your guards get beat vertically and then inside and crossed behind the center. Like all this is happening behind Sean Ryan. He's at the line of scrimmage. Why is the defender 6 yards in the back of the pocket by a second into the play? Belton tried to get hands on, the dude crossed his face, and it was over. You over lunge it. Belton played left tackle at NC State last year. Left tackle. So I mean, he's a rookie. There's a lot going on, but maybe you want to slide, I don't know, protection to one side, but then you're worried about Kennard because Tom went out. There's just so many things that just brutal.
I agree with what Coach Lynn said there too. I think Belton did a decent job on that play because he recovered, wash him out, right? Get him out of there. Now, Kennard, I'm pretty sure we got his rights for the next couple of years, not necessarily under contract, I don't think, but in some kind of restriction. So maybe Kennard will be a part of this offensive line next year. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he should play right tackle. And again, keep in mind, guys, why is the offensive line playing so bad? I mean, one of the reasons is obviously Banks, it's looking like he missed on that, right? This is a backup guard playing starting center, right? This is a rookie second-round pick playing out of position. He played left tackle his entire college career for the most part, right? And Darian Kennard, you traded a seventh-round pick for. So it's like, there's nothing here that goes, yep, that fell perfectly into place, other than Rasheed Walker is still your left tackle. And I think we would all agree he's not an all-pro left tackle, right? I think Rasheed is above average to good is where I would put him.
Looking at that front four right there, there's maybe one person that's on that O-line probably next year, and he's probably sitting at right guard.
Yep. Yeah. I agree, man. So, you got to load back up and try again, man. We praise Goody all the time. Goody's done a hell of a job putting this roster together, but boy, he really missed on offensive line this year. At least it feels like it anyway. Got a super chat here we'll hit real quick. Howling Whataburger with super thank you, buddy, says, not sure if this is an unpopular opinion, but I'd like to see us hang on to Ryan if the contract is reasonable. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think Sean Ryan has played here's a hot take, probably ain't even a hot take. I think Mr. Nacho Libre's played way better than Aaron Banks this year. That's just my opinion, what I've seen on tape. Would y'all agree with that, or do you think
I don't think that's not too hot of a take. I think that's fair.
Yeah, so I'm with you.
So as well, especially if he was able to still stay at guard. I honestly think he'd be even in better shape from where he came from the beginning, when he was basically cut off the team because he was, what they said, he was overweight or something, and missing all this other stuff going on. Yeah, I think he's played great, but it's just brutal that it's I almost feel like the Bengals a little bit, not completely, but it's like you got a quarterback you spent a lot of money on, got a lot of talent. You need to be able to protect the dude. I mean, at least it's not Justin Herbert where he's taken 50 sacks this year. So I mean, we're lucky in that aspect, but still 20 plus isn't ideal. But to Whataburger, Clay, he also became a member earlier too. We threw it up here. We just missed mentioning it.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the support, buddy. All right. Third quarter, and again, that interception right there, that now ties the turnover differential 1-1, right? So now, okay, that's neck and neck. You've still got the middle eight. You did win the middle eight, thank goodness, or at least you would go on to win the middle eight. I believe, actually, yeah, you would win the middle eight, but they do score in the middle eight here because off that turnover, we're going 12-16 left in the third quarter. Green Bay's up 23-14, 2nd and 7 from their own 32. This is Bo Nix to Humphrey for 22 yards, all right? So they're going to get their offense back cranking again. I think we're in a nickel 4-2-5, 29 spur. Once again, notice McKinney was playing down in the box most of the day. To me, this looks like cover 3 match. We'll see what you guys think about it. It looks a little matchy to me. And let's roll the tape. Again, they're going to hit Humphrey for the big gain here. All right. And the reason I think match too is, I mean, you see Key kind of follow there, right? These guys are not man coverage here. They're just kind of floating and looking if and then, right? This looks like it's probably match as well. Does that make sense? So the threshold, Emilio, as you can see, we're looking at 8 to 10 yards, right? If he goes 8 to 10 yards, this now becomes man coverage. That's probably why Key goes with him, right?
Yep, absolutely. A little bit of confusion too. Quay and Bullard really aren't even – they're still trying to communicate while the ball's being snapped.
Yep, and then they hit another double move. Carrington doing the same thing that Key did, biting on the out, right? Bites on the out, and then he gets cooked. Again, the ball doesn't even go there, but he gets cooked, and then the secondary window is where they get you. So this is one of those that, like, the pass rush doesn't hit home. This is Bo Nix getting out of the pocket. Caleb's going to be able to do this too. He's going to be able to get out of the pocket, right? So you got to make sure you stick to that coverage. So you see here, first of all, we might as well mention it again. Sorry, that's not a rip move, and that is a hold. Okay.
What's that? Just a block, Clay? That's somebody just blocking somebody.
I don't know. I mean, maybe you know what, Emilio? Let's stop complaining. Let's say that is a block, right? How about this one right here, sir? Would you like to talk about that?
Oh, I didn't even see that one. That looks like a pretty close block.
You got another one right above him too.
Yeah, you're not talking about that, are you? You're not talking about that, are you, Tim?
That one right there.
Yeah, 3 holes.
Look at the guy down the white hat on. No, I see it. It looks pretty clean from here, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man. So then Bo just throwing a dime right here, right? And again, you can't ask the guys to cover that long. You just can't. So at the same time, you can't ask the defenders to not be upset that you're not getting that holding call, man. Just
right. But there's a timer too, where after 4 or 5 seconds, find the nearest different colored jersey and just face guard him. I don't even care. Right. I don't even care. I want to know what his breath smells like. That's how close I need you to that guy.
Yep. So that explosive will set you up for a score. Now it's third quarter, 9:07 left. So this is outside of the middle eight, but still kind of close to the middle eight too, right? Green Bay up 23-14, second and 8 at Green Bay's 14-yard line. This is Nix to Sutton for 14 yards. I think this is quarters match. I just don't know why we're pressing the X. This looks like quarters match coverage. So essentially is if and then, right? If and then. So if you've got the one out here, if he goes vertical, this should be man coverage, right? That's quarters match, essentially. So with that being said, there is no 2 over here. So this safety already peeking inside. He knows there's no 2, so he's going to look to help over here most likely, right? Let's watch the tape. And Keyshawn, I don't know if this was the call or not. Again, 4-3, we got 4-3 over, which is a 57 front, okay? And just to explain that real quick, the over front equals 50. The wheel on the line of scrimmage, the weak side backer on the line of scrimmage equals 7. So that's what we call a 57 front. I think it's quarters match. He's the only one pressing on this play, right? Notice this guy isn't pressing. So either Key decided he was going to do that himself, or the call was if they go 3-by-1, play press over here, we'll give you help over the top. That could be the call too, right? So again, I think it's quarters match. Let's watch it. And Key just gets annihilated.
See, if you're going to play press, you got to do more than that at the line of scrimmage. You better get 2 hands in there and reroute his ass. You can't allow that.
Right. Completely agree, Tim. Completely agree. Now, again, is Key expecting help? He kind of kicks inside, don't he, Emilio? Almost like he's expecting help over the top.
No.
See what I'm
if
saying?
you're expecting help over the top, I want you outside leverage 90% of the time. Unless I'm expecting a quick slant or something like that, why are you not punching with your left hand and leaving your right hand open to turn his shoulder back inside? He's already beat you to the outside once today.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's tough, man. It's tough. Keyshawn got cooked, man. It was a rough game for Keyshawn Nix. Really was. And again, let's watch Bo Nix, see if there's any pressure. I mean, this is just, you don't even need to block. Get that thing out quick, right?
I mean, that's what you call a well.
Yeah. That's a perfect throw too, boy. I'm telling you, Bo Nix is the real deal. Like he dropped some dimes in this game, man. So I'm eager to see. Coach, did you see that the same way? You guys look for the comments there as we roll forward. We're behind on time. I want to know if Coach seen it the same way, if he's still in there quarters match. Because it's kind of strange that he was the only one pressed up there, unless that was the call. Hey, look, if they go 3-by-1, press the 1, and then make sure you got safety help over the top. In that case, Emilio, you're right. Play outside leverage, funnel it back to the hash.
Where it helps always to the inside, always.
Definitely. All right, so there you go. Now it's a ball game, boys, as that would make it now Green Bay 23, Denver 21. Next play, third quarter, 1 second left, a final play. Green Bay's up 23-21, second and 15, Green Bay's 23-yard line. This is Bo Nix throwing a touchdown pass to Franklin for 23 yards. This is the one we talked about, Emilio. I think it is Tampa 2. It's the only thing I can come up with. So let's watch it back, okay? We know we got half invert, though. It's nickel 4-2-5, Tampa 2, which the Tampa backer would be 58, covering the seam, okay? And then we got a half invert. What that means is cover 2 invert, this corner, Carrington, is going to cover deep half. Mm-hmm. The safety is going to roll over and cover the other deep half, right? And then here's what they get you on. This is a tight window throw. We play it pretty darn good. Because, again, when they're going to motion over here, right, you see Bull kick over. It's definitely zone, okay? There's definitely no match here, I don't believe. So look at Bull is going to pick here. You see the deep half unfolding, right? So deep half and then deep half out here. And then what they're going to do is run a little scissors concept. So this guy is going to go up and run a corner. This guy is going to go up and scissor inside for a post. And that makes a really tight window throw here. Watch them right last second. I mean, you can't play that any better. You got two guys.
You talk about winning the hack count. We got 4-on-2 here.
I mean, you played it perfect. Now, Bo's delivering the ball right now. He's anticipating, right? So if it is Tampa 2, like Emilio said when we were breaking this down in the post game, he is deeper than everybody else. It does kind of feel like a Tampa 2 look, a half invert Tampa 2, right? So he's kind of in place to play that. He just squares up because he probably thinks he ain't got enough hair on his ass to try to hammer that post. But he does, and he throws a perfect pop. I mean, look at that.
And I mean, shoot, for even him being back that far, even the spot zones, to the left and right of him being back 15 yards deep on that, I'm happy they carried it up that far, right? Because sometimes you get a defense that would sit right there at the 15, done. That's where your zone is, but you got to keep drifting. I think you got caught flat-footed. That's what happens when Quay's not out there, man.
Yeah, it's a good point. If you got Quay, again, that's what he does well is carry the vert, right?
Yeah, and I'm not mad at McDuffie, but it's just where McDuffie's downfall is in pass coverage, and it's nothing against him, but hey, he's just had a couple hiccups here and there in it. Saquon caught that one over him, tight, finger catch, but you get caught looking a little bit too much. You figure you lose where the threat is.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he carried. You saw McDuffie. He's carrying. Oh, if you just finish, just finish, and you might get a pick there.
That's it. Right. Exactly.
For sure, a PBU at least.
Exactly, because he's basically the deep center third at that point. When you're in Tampa 2 that deep, you need to help out the two safeties or corner and safety, whoever it is. But, I mean, right over the hash marks, man, that's just tough.
Yeah, and then here it is from the pocket. And you see Bo Nix, he throws a hell of a ball here. Let's watch the pass rush. Goodwill to throw in. He's going to step up and deliver this thing. Look at that throw. I mean, that's just –
yeah, only 2 holds on that play.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tight window right there, boys. My goodness. I mean, and you know what? I'd like to see Carrington bring the damn boom right there.
Over there and maybe he coughs that up.
Yeah. Yeah, like right there, you can't just let him go. You've got to put it in his damn rib cage. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't mean to get mad here, but you can't just, he beat us. No. Hammer his ass.
Yeah, I don't want to see a punch for the ball there, Clay, right? At that point, I need you to wrap up, bite the ball with your helmet and your face mask, and I mean, you need to lock your hands behind his back and put him into the ground.
Especially with the throw taking him vertical like that.
Oh,
it's a high throw because it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
as being CV, the DB in that situation, you want to finish strong here.
Tim, I'm flicking
for it.
I'm flicking the right stick so fast if that dude's jumping vertically like that. I'm trying to take his knees out. I'm trying to take the air out of his chest, whatever I can. But that's tough.
And listen, I know Keyshawn got cooked all day, but Keyshawn lays that hit. Keyshawn's thumping him right there.
For sure. Yeah. For sure.
All right. So again, man, it's just it's a heck of a throw and a catch. And you see McKinney's looking back like, boys, how the hell did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my goodness, I can't be everywhere. So, again, huge play for Denver there. So now Denver leads 27-23. You still feel pretty good about where you're at here. Like, okay, we can go down, we can score, we can get, stay in this thing. Fourth quarter, 12:26 left. Denver up 27-23. 3rd and 4 at Denver's 45-yard line. We got a Matthew Golden sighting, boys. I'm excited to see Matthew Golden this week, man. 11 gun, Dubs right 1, okay? Dubs right 1, that's your Y flex, essentially. When I say right, if I say Dubs right, the right means strong right. Okay, that's what that means. If it's a dub set, the tight end is on that side. So when I say Dubs right 1, that means he is flexed at the 1 position. That's your tight end out here, okay? So again, 11 gun, Dubs right 1, 59, Haas fade, T safe. And what that all means is, again, you know what the 1 means over there. So the Dubs right 1 with the Y flex, we're going 59, which is going to be an out, okay, and a go here. And on the other side, we got Haas, but it's a Haas fade. So some people call it slot fade. Slot fade just means the slot is running a fade route, okay? Well, we don't know what this guy's doing in that concept, right? Slot fade, we call it Haas. Haas is when the 2 is a go, the 1 is a curl. So if we say Haas fade, then your 2 is going to turn into a non-fade route, if that makes sense. And then the T is just going to stay safe in here and block. Now, it kind of looks like you're going to see Rome out of the 2 up top run open, but the ball is already out, so that's why he looks open. I thought originally, oh, no, he threw to the wrong side. But nonetheless, this is Jordan. Watch him come to the line here. and just Golden is going to cook. Look, the ball is already out. Like, that's crazy. Look at what Golden has going on here, okay? The ball's already out. Jordan's got a guy diving at his knees, which is a penalty, by the way, in the pocket. I don't know if it got called on this play or not. But watch Matthew Golden here, late hands. What a hell of a
He is a G.
He is a G, sir. So, again, this is just simply Jordan going, I'm going to throw to my guy over here. Let it rip. Great job by Matthew Golden. Telling you, Golden's going to be the real deal, man. And him and Jordan are getting on the same page with the hand signals.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And, I mean, if you look at this rookie season from MG, you know, I'm sure a lot of us thought we'd see, you know, some tutters by now and maybe some more targets. But bottom line is his rookie tape is full of him flashing with plays like this. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen him make a great late hands catch like this, run a great route. And like you said, building that chemistry with QB1.
It's a great point, Tim. DJ was talking about it the other day. Because they do like a rookie draft each week, picking rookie players or whatever for their point scale, and they haven't really picked Matthew Golden. And he goes, man, looking at Matthew, I thought maybe my evaluation of him was wrong, but this past game, 3 catches, 50-some yards. Like I think they're we were kind of spot on with it where he's at. It's just maybe he just hadn't had the opportunities. And like we talked about earlier, that wrist, if he's already injured in this game playing with it, goes 3 for 3 for 50 with a banged up wrist. And I'm hoping he just, keep rehabbing it, keep getting it to, in better shape, and we're off. And just hat tip to E. Wilson there and picking up that blitz. You got to protect QB1.
Yeah, gave Jordan the time to let that thing fly.
Definitely.
And great body control by Golden too. I don't think we talk about that enough. At the end of that, the stem of that route, like him just kind of knowing his body in space and when to open up the shoulders, when to get the hands up. Like you said, Clayton, that's, kind of an underrated characteristic of a receiver, especially a young receiver, is the late hands. It takes away that DB. If he's faced up on you, it takes his ability to make a play on the ball basically away from him. It makes it that much more difficult if your hands aren't up there, waiting for the football. So, again, you see it with Matthew Golden, man. Stuff that takes guys 2 or 3 seasons to kind of come into their own in this league. You're seeing him do it right now as a rookie, and it's a matter of time before he really pops.
I agree, man. So that would lead to a Green Bay field goal. So now it's 27-26. Broncos still lead. Fourth quarter, 9:03. Denver up 27-23. 4th and 2 at Green Bay's 41-yard line. This is Bo Nix to Sutton for 26 yards. We showed you one spot drop. We showed you several matches, cover 3 match, quarters match, right? Hafley said, hell, let's throw the whole playbook out and let's go cover 1 this time. I'm pretty sure this is a cover 1 look. We got nickel 4-2-5, 39 spur. So Zane playing the spur now with Evan Williams coming out of the game. So now you're down Quay. You're down – actually, is Quay back in now? I think Quay's in now. Yeah. So you were down Quay for a short bit. Now you're down Evan Williams, right? You're out Micah Parsons, obviously. You're out Zach Tom. There's a lot of players that ended up leaving this game. Let's go and cover 1 will fire, okay? So the will backer – strong side of the formation is right. That makes him the Sam. This is your will, so he is going to fire here. So this is a cover 1, bring in 5. This is a will fire. Okay, you got a post safety off screen back here. To roll the tape. I think it happens down here at the bottom, right? If I remember correctly, to Sutton. So he sets him up. And again, he plays this kind of backwards, in my opinion. Why did you take the inside away? Now, maybe that's the call. It's not a cover 1 hole play, so you don't have a rat defender, right? It's not a robber play. You don't have a rat defender. So maybe they are taught if there's no rat, if there's no hole, play inside out. That could be the case. Typically, when you got a post safety, you play it outside in, right? You funnel them toward the middle of the defense, but you usually got that hole defender. So he definitely plays it with the inside technique. Is there any indication up top how we play it? There's not really, is there? Because there's no immediate threat. He plays it inside out, don't he? Kind of looks like it right here. A little inside out as this guy's setting up for his man. Everybody else is in man coverage too, so it's definitely cover 1 man.
Yeah. I mean, dude was blocking Coop basically down the field. Tight end was just running vertical, just pushing Coop back. And, hey, you can't even get to your man. No worries.
Yeah, so what they're anticipating here is we need our 5-man rush to hit home. If it don't, then you use the sideline as an extra defender. So they are playing inside out, and Sutton just cooks him. And listen, man, this is – I say cooks him, but it's not like he's like there's not 3 yards separation, right? It's a perfect throw and catch. I mean, he puts that right on the freaking money, man. That's hard. It's a cover one call. You guys know, you watch this show. I hate man coverage with a passion. This is why. And again, it's tough against the run as well. Imagine if they had had a run play here that was on, right? Watch the defenders. Now, again, or even a screen. You'd have everybody with they're just focused on their work, right? This guy is doing a little jam, probably a little illegal pick, to be honest with you. And then he's underneath here. Everybody's on their work. So if it is a run, a screen, a draw, something like that, you're just at a big disadvantage. But again, Bo Nix just stands in there tall and makes a heck of a catch. And there's nothing McKinney can do to help. He knows it. It's like, damn, that's a perfect throw and catch.
Yeah. That's why I prefer the man looks more, your red zone packages. When you got a shorter field, less time, you can get away with some man looks like this. But this is too much open space here. I mean, like you said, great throw by Bo Nix, but honestly, he had more than one option on this play. He could have threw that leak early, and that would have been, 40 yards up the seam too.
Yeah, and again, the protection's good, right, Amelia? You got a little bit of a stunt in the middle, a little TT stunt. It looks like. Watch the tackles; they're going to stunt. Quay firing, but I don't know if it's a spy or not. I don't know if it's a spy or Quay just doesn't like the push he gets here because he just kind of stops, right? Kind of looks like a little mini spy, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
So he's the spy defender while the tackles do a little torch.
But yeah, you're right. It's one of those where everyone's manned up. You only have one safety high. That's it. Everyone's on an island pretty much. So you are banking on the 5 getting there. And you set your 2 off the edge. If Carrington, but the other thing is Carrington's playing bump and run, but no, you didn't get hands on him at all. Are we playing press and not, mirror match press, or are we trying to actually jam them and throw them off the route a little bit? We got to our issue, if we're not going to get there with the pass rush in 2 seconds, is we need to start disrupting timing on their throws, because that's the only thing that's going to give us that extra half second to let that D get there without, getting yourself put up in a pinch.
Yeah, and that would lead to a Denver Broncos 4-yard touchdown run. So Denver is now up 34-26. Let's go to the fourth quarter, 6:38 left. Denver up 34-26, 2nd and 8 from their own 36-yard line. This is Jordan Love's interception. And again, this is an inaccurate throw from Jordan, and this is Dontavion Wicks trying to reach back across. It hits him in the hands. He drops it. He gets tipped right to the defender. It's just one of those like, dang, right? 11 gun, dub nasty. We're going to F shift to 8-11 pony, can, Y zip will, X out, Z climb, F go, T safe. I tried to find the shortest way of typing that out, and there was no way around it other than I've got to call out every damn position here. So that's where we're at. 11 gun, dub nasty. The F is now going to shift to what we call 8-11 pony. Why do we call it that? The pony package is a double sidecar, right? Number 8 over here, number 11 here. That's why we call it 11 pony. From left to right, you always work. Now, you'll see Jordan is going to go, all right, can. He's going to can to the second play. And here is what we've got. Everybody gets the signal. We're going to go Y zip will. Love this. The Y is looking for the snap as soon as the ball snapped, or he's looking for the foot signal. That's when he starts his motion. Zipper motion with a wheel route down the sideline. Okay. That's what he's doing down here. And then we've got an X with an out. So Rome is just going to work the out route. And then you got the Z is going to run a climb route or a crosser here. Okay, he's just going to look for the open space. The F is going to run a go. So as the wheel clears out, the F, kind of like what Josh Jacobs said earlier, but he's just going to stay as the 2 here. And the T is going to stay safe and block. All right, so again, that's 8-11 pony. They're going to can to Y zip wheel, X out, Z climb, F go, T safe. You're going to try to hit the climb route here. Let's watch what Jordan does. There's your zipper motion. That's what zip is short for. Ball snapped. You'll see the climb. Now look at Jordan. He's already kind of fading back. He's filling the pocket, pressing. You didn't see this on Bo, did you, boys? You didn't see the pressure get pushed in his face like that. I mean, he's got a hand. Look at the hand right in Jordan Love's face. He's having to throw off the back foot again. And he's trying to throw Wicks open right here, but obviously throwing off the back foot goes behind him. Wicks gets a hand on it, and, of course, it gets tipped and intercepted. Hell of a play by the defense there too, man, the tip pass. So if we wrote it back, is there another option here? We'll be quick with it. Is there another option for Jordan to go with the football? Did he make the wrong read? Let's watch it real quick. There's nothing, right? I think
want that speed out at the top.
Yeah, that's it.
I was
right.
going to say, you hammer it to Rome, but you're still shorter of sticks.
Yeah. And again, this was what was this play here? 2nd and 8. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think he made the right read because he sees, look at all that space, right?
That backer right there in between the hash marks is his tell right there. The fact that his hips are open and his back is to the spot where he's trying to put that ball.
Yeah. He's looking opposite direction. Jordan, again, it's the pressure that causes the interception, man. Yep. It is. Yeah.
And that's what made it a little bit late, right?
Tim, it's not like we didn't have the back there, right? The back was back there too.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with the protection. Let's see if we can blame somebody here. Who's at fault? All right.
65.
So they're doing the coffee house again, right? Showing you that coffee house look.
Look at the pony package. Jacobs and Reed back there. Come on now.
At a late 8-11 pony, baby. All right, here we go. Rolls off. Let's watch the protection.
A loop.
Look, Sean Ryan, stay patient. Good job there, right? It's 65, getting bull rush, boys.
Told you.
Yeah. And he's even holding, too. They didn't even call the hold. Look at him grabbing by the collar right here.
Shoot, next time tackle the dude.
Yeah, right. Might as well.
Yeah. That's just tough, man. Again, it's easy to look at, Jordan Love, bad throw. I mean, hell, again, look at where the hand was at, too. You're trying to just give your guy a shot. And I've seen people roasting Dontavion Wicks. That's a tough catch, guys. He's got to carry his – look at all this space out here, you know. In hindsight 2020, you want Jordan – hey, if you're going to throw that fade away, lead him left, but look where the pressure's coming from, right? He's got to get it by the right side of his hand. But if you had it to do over again, you'd like for Jordan to do that little hop back and then just lead him to the left, right? Yeah, but it's easier said than done.
Like you said, you got to finish right to left across your body. What happens when your hand hits the helmet coming at you?
There you go.
It's true, because even if Jordan spins and extends the pocket a little bit there, you had help over the top on Wicks. So by the time he evades the pressure, maybe that throw's not there. I think he did what he could to try and get it to him. And, fans want to drag Tay Wicks. It hits you in the hand. You got to make the catch. He's running full bore across the field, and that ball's behind him. That's not an easy catch to make. It's unfortunate that it ended up being a pick, but if our O-line holds up, that's probably a completion and a new set of downs for us.
Right.
So up to this point, I think we all agree the offensive line is the main. We do these chalk talks after a loss to go, what happened and why did it happen, right? To me, I think it's unanimous. The offensive line is the biggest issue.
Offensive line has been hard to watch, Clay. That's why I did it once after, and I was like, I'm just going to wait till chalk talk. I just can't even.
You might want to look away on these next two plays. All right, so here we go. Fourth quarter, you're still in this thing. You're down by 8. There's 4 minutes left in the game. Denver's up 34-26, 2nd and 7 at Denver's 41-yard line. And here comes the sack, the first of 2 sacks, all right? 11 gun nasty, Dubs left. We're going to go Z shift 2. So let's get the Z moving. The Z is Dontavion Wicks, so he's going to shift 2, trips right. And he's going to be a go. So he's going to run a go route here, a little stutter go, okay? And then we're going to have the F, which is the 3, is going to run an out route here. And then the X, which is Romeo, is going to run a climb route here. And then the Y is going to run a curl here. And then, of course, the T is going to stay safe. So once again, Emilio, 6-man protection.
6-man protection and no hot – You obviously have a hot read each time, right? But there's nobody looking when that hot's coming, right? Even with 5-man pressure, you still probably want to get it out. Even if it was Wicks, look right as a snap. Just snap your head inside. If Love gave it to you a second into the play, you probably gain 8 yards there. But it's a long developing play against a pass rush that was getting after us, even when we had 6 in protection.
Such a long developing play.
Yeah, and the stun is what got home ultimately. It looks like.
And you see Jordan's trying to buy a little bit of time, and it's just no matter where he goes, man, there's somebody there, right?
I need a flat route or something.
Exactly, some kind of something, right? Like if the T has a swing there, you just dump that thing off, but at the same time, you're struggling to protect, so you want to keep these guys in. The other thing, too, is Rome here. You got to get more out of Rome right here. He's running a crosser, right? And watch him just get jammed. It's just like, Bub, you got to get loose there. You can't just kind of hang out there, right? Because again, if
that dude right into the out route,
he really did, right? Like if he runs this, gives a little wiggle, and he's on his crosser, Jordan's probably stepping up thinking, oh, I'm going to have that space right here. But Rome ain't nowhere near where he's supposed to be yet.
You're right. That's a good point. I mean, the protection broke down, but you're right. If Rome runs a little bit better route there, maybe Jordan can let that thing go, right? You throw it to where he's going to be, not where he is. He might be able to, float that ball in there for him, but just not a good route.
And let's look at the protection. So Jordan's having to step up because of the right tackle because of the right side breaking down right. As he steps up, Sean Ryan's tackling a man. That should have been a hold. And then Jordan it's like, holy cow, dude.
Yeah, at this point, Banks is like, screw it. I'm going down too, just in case, man. I'm not messing with it.
I don't like the way Sheed looks here. I don't mean to be overly negative, but what's Sheed's ankles? He's like, I don't want to know. Yeah, you can't let your quarterback get blasted like that, right? Like, is it just me or did he look like he was looking backwards like, oh, I don't want anybody to hit me in the ankle? You see, like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Attack that guy, man.
And I'd rather get 500 holding flags called than to see Jordan Love getting picked up off the turf every other snap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to protect your quarterback.
Almost on that zipper, Clay, almost I would like to have like a flat look for a second and then turn it up into whatever wheel you need to run because there's just so much time that we're losing.
Yep, I agree, man. All right, next play, we're going to fast forward just a couple plays. This is the 4th and 9 play. 2:33 left in the game. Denver up 34-26. And, this is Jordan Love getting sacked again. We're going 11 gun. Emilio's shaking his head. 11 gun, Dubs left, 689 F pivot, T swing. So right here, you got at least a swing pass attached, right? So let's see if anything gets any better here. But the 689 is real simple. It's going to be a dig, okay? And then you're going to have a post, I think, or do we have the Y? We don't have the Y specified here, do we? So I apologize. Dig. It almost looks like a slot cross, but it is a post instead of a crosser there, okay? So you got the dig, the post, and then you've got the go route here, okay? And then the F pivot out. And then, of course, you got the T swing. And he's kind of hanging back for a minute and then giving you the swing. So, again, the play call is 11 gun, Dubs left, 689 F pivot, T swing. And, let's just watch it unfold. Watch the train wreck here. Ball snap. Jordan looks left first, okay? They're showing – it looks like kind of like a cover 6 look to me. I could be wrong there. So where do you go with the football here? If you're Jordan, you got to think it's 4th down. If you just hammer the swing, what do you got there, right? You're not going to get the first down most likely. So he's trying to, let me try to buy a little bit of time, try to get this thing deep, give somebody a shot here. This is probably the play you want to make right here, try to catch the inside leverage, let Luke flatten that thing off, right? That's probably where you want to go with the football. But it's easier said than done as Jordan's getting tackled by 3 Denver Broncos. So let's watch the protection. Who's at fault? Dude, 65's on – I about said the F word.
I know.
Woo!
I know.
That was a good save, Clay.
65 is on skates.
65?
Oh, look, hit me with it, Tim.
65%.
65%. That's what
Emilio's got it. He's on it. He was ready. He saw it right away. Somebody come look at this.
think technique, guys. Think of offensive line technique, right? Keeping your feet under you, squaring up, staying inside the shoulder pads, good base. And now watch 65. Watch 65's ankles. What in the hell is that?
Oh, man, that's what the one where Belton was just.
All right, listen, we never do this, okay? But we're going to do it tonight. All right, we're going to do it to the Packers tonight. What the hell is this?
Who's there? Who is there that you're –
And it's tough. You know why
it's blocking?
Tim, it's so tough because that's the wide D-line front. We talked about it for a while. Saleh ran it a lot with the Jets and everything. You get the tackles over the tackles, basically. Guards and centers are almost uncovered.
Yep.
Dude, I need you to find work. I cannot be looking at that.
Hell, Emilio, it ain't even just him. Look at 65 now.
No, yeah, that's terrible.
65%.
65%. That's what we.
Unbelievable.
I just need a second. I know we're way over on time, but I just need a second here to appreciate this. And there's people going, Jordan Love ain't clutch. Jordan Love collapsed in the 4th quarter. What do y'all want him to do? Lord have mercy.
I mean, can we go back?
I don't want to, but yes, we will.
Okay,
what do you want to see, Tim? What do you want to see?
So he's going through progression, right? Look at the stripe, right? So he knows that his right guard and right tackle are cooked right here.
Right. And he's trying to just give.
He's trying to exactly. He wants to get that flat route to, is that Musgrave running across there?
Little crosser, flatten it off, right? Flatten the crosser off. Yeah.
Right. And then your safety valve is Chris Brooks to your left. What I'm looking at is break the hell out of there, Jordan. Run right behind Chris Brooks, run laterally if you have to, and maybe make something happen. But it's just so quick. I mean, we're watching this slow down 100 times.
Right. It's 65 he's giving him a lap dance. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I would love to see what Mike Wall had to say about that, because it's hard to watch. Like, if we go 50% right here on Aaron Banks, watch the feet. What in the hell is that? It's tough, man. It's tough.
And I don't know, what was Brooks supposed to chip there? Because like you see, it almost looked like him and Sheed were going to engage the same defender.
I think it was just a delay swing, to be honest with you, Tim. That's what it looks like to me, is like ball snaps. So he's just, all right, let's get out here, right? Yeah. I think that's what it was, just a T swing. And you kind of sell it like you're going to block. And what you're looking to do is get these guys get a little bit of depth, right? Because you think, okay, he's staying in the block. Let me protect on the backside here. But it's tough, man. It's tough to watch. Anyway.
Brutal.
Yeah. Tough watch at the end. We'll bounce back. Thank you, Coach. I needed that. Well, I'm going to end it with a positive on purpose, okay? That's what we're going to end it. So, even with all that, your defense stood tall. There was a minute 12 left, 4th and 1. Denver's up by 8 points. Give you guys a chance, right? 4th and short. Watch Adrian Cooper make a play right here. Just get down in here. And also, Kobe Wood and the general, good push, right? I think Carl Brooks gets good push here in the middle, too. I love that look, too, by the way. They're going to give it to the fullback. Bang. And again, look at the push already. Look at these guys up front getting in here, right? And watch Edge out here on the outside. Just get in there and grab that cat, get your ass back here. All right, we got the stop. Bang, right? Lands on his shoulder, too, kind of slow to get up there a little bit. But again, this is the camera. Look at Kobe, right? Submarine and sacrificing his body. Look at Carl. Good leverage, getting inside, blowing that thing up. That slows it down for Coop to come around the edge and make the play. So, again, the defense did not give up. I know they gave up 34 points. I got you. We also lost the turnover differential. But, again, they stood tall there at the end to give your guys a shot. Here's the problem. You want to know what happened after that? Incomplete. Anthony Belton false start. Incomplete. So, this is going to surprise the hell out of everybody. But the offensive line had a penalty on the final drive. So, got to get it cleaned up. Now, listen, I'm going to say something. You guys know I don't like throwing people under the bus. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know more than an NFL coach. But I do not know why Butkus still has a job. You guys know I don't throw coaches under the bus. I don't. I was patient with Joe Barry. When people were calling for Matt LaFleur's job, I'm going, what the heck are y'all talking about, right? Same thing with when we watched the special teams tape with Rich Bisaccia. I was the one going, guys, slow your roll here, man. Slow your roll. I don't know how he still has a job, because ever since Butkus took over as offensive line coach, right, and Adam Stenovich was promoted to OC, the offensive line had done nothing but go backwards. Nothing, right? And again, we see it whether you're looking at PFF, you're watching the tape. Every week you go, damn, Josh Jacobs is making chicken salad out of chicken you know what, every single run, right? Mm-hmm. Now, that duo call earlier was great. Don't get me wrong. That was good offensive line play. But it's like, at what point do you go, you know what? We need to go out and find the brightest, sharpest young offensive line coach that we can find. We need to find the Coach Covington of offensive line coaches.
I think we're at that. That's the point. I think we're there.
Yeah.
I totally agree, Clay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't expect Jordan to, have any, He's
going to get killed, Tim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is he going to elevate? How is he going to get us to that next level if he's got to play like Caleb Williams and just run for his life as soon as the ball snaps?
Caleb Williams got a decent line in front of him, Tim. You know what I mean? Like, he's actually getting some protection. For us, it's like, dude, we can't get pushed forward on a run play, and we're getting blown back on passing. We cannot hold. Like, the tug of war, we're losing each battle. Like, they have way too much rope, and we are getting cooked every time, pass or run.
And we see how deadly Jordan can be when he's in rhythm, right? Top of the drop,
Oh man,
get to my second or third read, bam, hammer the throw. Well, he's not even getting to the top of the drop on some of these. It's that bad. So yeah, I'm with you, Clay. I think that this is the point. At what point do we need to start thinking about bringing in some new blood here with the O-line direction? I think we're there. I think if we're not there, we're knocking on the door. We're getting real close.
Did y'all hear that? I think we talked about it. But Ryan's pod where he went through the past 20 years of PFF. Like this is like the worst O-line grades that we've had. I mean, you could tape confirms that. I'll be honest.
It does. You're right, and that's what we're looking for. We're not looking to just go, okay, only PFF. Not that Ryan does that. He watches the tape too.
Yeah.
But you look at the PFF grade, right? You watch the tape. You listen to former offensive linemen talk about the game. You kind of take everything and make your own, conclusion. Take multi angles. It's why I'm going to come back to this super chat, Howling. Thank you so much for that, buddy, because we're kind of talking offensive line here. Packer Doug says, fair question, Clay. I'm not sure what Adam Stenavich does. So Matt LaFleur confirmed earlier because people were going, man, do you think you need to get Steno back in there? And he said he's with the offensive line all the time. But again, he's the offensive coordinator. We know he's not the play caller, so he's definitely got more responsibilities than he had. Why not just back up and go, Steno, you're in there full time. You're the offensive line coach again. And maybe they're doing that behind the scenes trying to fix stuff. I don't know. Right. I'll be honest with you, though, man. When you go out, it almost feels like Goody said, okay, look, we know the offensive line's a weak spot. Let me go out and overpay for an offensive lineman, and let's shore this up. And he swung and missed. That's what it feels like with Banksy.
Yeah, with Banks. But other than that, like you can't say that this is just a personnel issue. I mean, we've got injuries, right? We lost Big E. We lost Zach Tom. It's not great. Like you said, we've got a backup guard playing center right now. I mean, it's not ideal, but you can only go with personnel so much. And you got to figure out what's going on with we talk about setting protections. What are the protections? What protections are being set? What direction is the O-line going? And you're talking about pass pro. We've had issues with run blocking. Same thing. And normally that's an O-line's bread and butter, right? Get downhill and run block. And we've struggled with that at times. So I don't know if you can just put this on, on a bad free agent signing, or a missed draft pick or something. I think it might be a little deeper than that.
And what I was saying is I think that Goody recognized we're in bad shape here. All right, let me go out and just get one in free agency, and he just got the wrong one. And that happens. That doesn't mean Goody should be on the chopping block. People miss all the time, right? It's rare that he misses on free agents, in my opinion. I mean, he's hit on some studs over the years. Obviously, the Smith brothers were great when they first signed him. Yes. Obviously, Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs,
Rasul Douglas.
Yeah. There you go. So, but Coach Lynn says because his name's Buckus, that there could be something to that. Maybe we've been sabotaged this whole time, right? Let me go back to that super chat. We'll wrap up before my wife kills me. Howling says, have you guys talked about if Half tries to use Cooper like Parsons yet? The thing that when you say use him like Parsons, to me, what that means is you want him to play defensive end. I don't think we'll do that. Now, we've seen less and less of Edgerrin Cooper rushing the quarterback. Notice I didn't say blitz. I said rushing the quarterback because we will run fire zone blitzes where we're actually only bringing 4, right? Simulated pressure. You're bringing 4 with the illusion of bringing a lot more than that. And Cooper was rushing more last year, and it was very effective. You're going to see more of that. I don't know if you can bet on over-under for sacks for Edgerrin Cooper, but look, if you can, look for that here in the near future because I think Cooper's going to be more involved with the quarterback rushing. But in terms of using him like Parsons, he's not going to line up as a defensive end. You're just not going to do that. So I think what you'll see is Gary and LB in on the outside with a mix of Enigbare. Enigbare, I think, might become your joker. Based off what we've seen in the second half of this game, it almost looked like he was the backup joker. We showed you a Joker 2 look with 55 playing Joker. That was also a cheetah package, so they'll probably continue to press into the cheetah package. But Carl Brooks being healthier makes me feel a little bit better that he's back because you're going to need that extra beef up front for sure. So hopefully that answered your question, Alan. We appreciate the super chat, buddy. Anything else, boys?
Now, just to piggyback off that, I think our best foot forward is using Edge Cooper as the stack backer that he is and letting him continue to do what he does. I don't think we're going to see him coming off the edge like that. I mean, we talked about that at camp. We saw him working with the edge group and, a lot of times it wasn't, rushing off the edge. It was kind of that simulated Joker look or something in the middle, touch spy, something. I don't think the answer to trying to fill the Micah Parsons void is Edge Cooper. I really don't. I think we're better suited with him doing what he's been doing for us since he got here and just letting him play in the middle.
Yeah, Tim, because we could run a couple of stunts up front, slant maybe the D line to one side, and scrape Coop from the backside all the way back across, loop him around. We've seen him do that before and get home on it. It's just, what part of the bag are we going to have to go into? Halfley's got to, dust off some of the corners. We can't be just running, cover 3 with 4 down rushing and just switching up some stunts here and there. We got to get a little creative back there.
I agree. And off the edge, I'd rather see more JJ and Igbari, to be honest, because he's had some moments, man, playing with his hair on fire this year, and that might be a guy that could step up, and really help.
Who wants to play for contract? Who wants to play for a payday?
Absolutely. Right. Cut him loose, man. Might as well. What do we got to lose at this point, right? We already lost, our $100 million man. So I say let Igbari loose, man. Let him go.
Yeah, Daryl in the chat says Carl Brooks, good defensive end / defensive tackle. That's another thing too. Carl Brooks got that versatility to be able to kick outside a little bit, right? We've seen that in college with him, and I think he'll play good football down the stretch here. But anyway, that's it, guys. I was starting to laugh while you were talking to me. I wasn't making fun of you or anything. I got that image burned in my mind of Anthony Belton standing there. Nobody around. It's like, what the hell are we doing? It looked like a Madden glitch where you get mad. It's like, what?
Like, bro, you can't get a hand on anybody. You can't even just flick somebody or something.
Yeah. Wow. All right, that's it, guys. That's Chalk Talk. Packers drop a tough one there on the road in Denver. You had it right in your hands. You end up losing 34-26, middle 8, 17-7. Green Bay wins that. Denver ends up winning the turnover differential 2-1. That was the difference in the ball game. We get the reset. We get the Bears coming Saturday night. The Rams game. Kevin Dotson being helped off the field. That looked bad. We get the Rams and the Seahawks playing right now. 4th and goal. I'm going to give you a little play-by-play at the 1-yard line. The Rams got the ball. They're going to fake the handoff. Stafford back of the end zone, wide open, touchdown. And that's going to tie it up most likely if they hit the extra point. So it's 7-7. We'll see what the flag is here. Is Matthew Stafford holding his arm? That's weird. Let's see here what the flag is. Oh, no. Was that on deep? No, it was on offense, wasn't it? Was that on the offense? I think it was. Ineligible maybe? Or maybe he ran out of bounds. Nonetheless, that's going to take points off the board. Yeah, McVay looks mad here. So, again, Seattle's leading 7-0. Probably going to have to settle for a field goal. You guys want a good laugh, go look at their kicker. My man been hammering the beers, dude. I'm telling you, he's been shotgun.
Is that the thicker kicker?
I think that is the thicker kicker.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, this dude, he's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, bro.
Thick.
He putting all that ass behind that kick, no doubt about it.
Well, no. He doesn't need a leg if that's what you got, Clay.
There you go. It is what it is. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Thank you all so much. If you were new here, this is your first time tuning in, welcome into PTA. Appreciate y'all making us a part of your evening. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, click the bell icon so you're notified when we go live in the future. Like tomorrow, there will be multiple live streams. We'll try to get in here tomorrow evening. If everything works out, I'll see what the plans are. We'll do some kind of PFF preview, give you guys their strengths and weaknesses, all that good stuff. So appreciate everybody. Tim, Emilio, thank y'all, man.
Absolutely.
Glad to be back. Happy to talk some ball with you guys again. Missed you, fellas.
I know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Emilio, go play Battlefield. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. This is PTA. My name's Clayton. That's Emilio. That's Tim. Go, Pack, go.
Here we go.
Nice.
Bye, guys.